Hey, hey, hey. So, today I'm going to ride to Hudson Path via 72nd Street in Manhattan to show you that we need the protected bike lane there to keep cyclists safe. And I don't mean like, the speed racers, the delivery people. I mean like average people who aren't doing delivery, who aren't, doing Tour de France in Central Park. We're talking about regular folk. And yeah. Oh, okay, here we are. See, this is what it looks like in Manhattan. This is what some of these people are doing. As you can see, this is 4th Street. This is 35th Street. It's not the safest. Tour de France. Nothing wrong with them, but people in America, they have this caricaturish view of what a New York City cyclist looks like. And most of the cyclists in New York are just plain regular people. Like regular ass people trying to get from point A to point B. Or they're doing work. So, here we are. I'm just gonna quietly roll through here. So I'm gonna take 39th Street to 8th Avenue because 39th Street has the big wide cross going east to west bike lane. So it's gonna be the safest way to go. Oh, let me go in front of the people here. And the reason I do that is because what's going to happen is everyone's going to try to walk at the last minute, and I want to get ahead of that. So then I can just roll through. All right. Okay. Here we are, of course. Amazon always wants to be in front, but it's always the slowest. It drives me crazy. Move the hell out the way. And look, none of the drivers obey the law. They'll be the first ones complaining about the cyclists. Look at this guy. Whew. They don't want to obey the law. The drivers don't want to obey the law. They block the crosswalk. The police need to start handing out tickets like candy because it blocks everything, and then all the pedestrians and all the cyclists have to maneuver around, and then it creates problems for other cars going in the opposite direction when it's their turn for the light. So, in any case, all right, 39th Street. Okay. So, I guess these are trash bins. They're ugly, and they're not and they're taking up half the bike lane that people are going to use. Not safe. Look at this. They parked right before the intersection. You can't see anything. You can't see who's coming across. All right. Well, here we are. Here we are. Oh my God, it's already wasted 5 minutes. Come on, sweetie, sidewalk. I don't know. I don't like the pedicabs. I don't like the horse-drawn carriages. I don't like none of that. But, and I just want them to like, I feel like the pedicabs scam a lot of people, a lot of tourists. It's like a big fat scam. They're gonna charge you $500 for 5 minutes, which to me is a scam, but maybe some people, you know, they can afford it. Love seeing all the people. Look at this guy. So I'm taking the leading pedestrian signal, and here I am at the 40th Street, just like that. Ah, yes, my own alma mater, New York Times. Back in the day, I used to work there on the 8th floor, engineering department. Look at this. Come on now, like, I don't know, I'm starting to think that they need to require like people to be 18 years or older to be using the e-bike, because some of these people don't know how to use it. Oh, stop.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right, 42nd Street. Kind of always a show. Kind of always a show.
But then now, because you're not there, does that mean I can cook the kids?
So this is real life New York. Most people aren't giving you this kind of like real life America, or well, not even really America, it's New York. So that's a bit different than the rest of America. Like New York is kind of its own thing. It's not European quality, and it's not total and complete trash like most of America. I know I'm saying that, but facts are facts. Like, I don't think people in America know how to live. Like, right, let's go 20 miles an hour. Get through this light. All right. Wow, this 8th Avenue bike lane is busy today. All right. Okay. All right. Ah, 53rd. Okay. So I used to work on 53rd and Park a few years ago. Um, or 54th and Park, depending on how you look at it. Um, oh, sorry. Feels like there's more people. You can't be that in a hurry for a goddamn $3 tip. Like, if you fall, it's fat. It takes longer. Like, what are you doing? Driving the bike crazy. All right. Let's see here. So when we get to the 72nd Street, we're gonna come back around on the Hudson Path, and yeah. So you'll see the need for the. I'll snap some photos also. Like, so the bike lane a lot of times is for people who are less experienced, less fast. Oh, like, they don't be looking, they don't be waiting on the sidewalk. Like, sweetie, you're supposed to wait on the sidewalk. Or the pedestrian island. And then she'll be at the community board meeting complaining that someone almost hit her when I didn't. Wasn't even almost. Like, they get in the street and then they forget where they're going. It's like, well, wait until you know where you're going and then go out in the street. But certainly don't wait there when it says a big orange hand saying stop. Oh my God. So I used to take this every day, every day, every day, every day. Yes. All right, there's. All right, 67th Street. So if you, there's always people double parked. Like the police need to, there's a bazillion dollars right there just waiting to be collected. All right, this is 72nd Street. In case you didn't know, this is 72nd Street. The protected bike lane here, because as you can see, it's endless double parking in this spot, and there's not even any businesses in this spot. This spot here is residential, and people are double parking. Yeah, this spot here, very residential, and then towards the end of the first block, you have some businesses that show up, but primarily residential. Now you come up here. This is Columbus Ave, otherwise 9th Avenue, below 59th Street. So I used to be up here all the time, every day. I still come up here a lot. It's just not as much as I used to be here because I would like do work here, and my gym was right down the street. And you see this guy's trying to park right. This is why we need daylighting. People parking on the edge. Look here. More people double parked, as you can see. So now me, the cyclist, is going out into the street. All this double parking. So I went to the Community Board 7 meeting in Manhattan, and you had a business owner there who was saying that he needed to be able to have the street to himself for at least 4 hours a day. Insane. Insane. And that's why he didn't want the protected bike lane and the loading zone for deliveries, because he wanted to use it all day for himself. 4 hours a day. Like, insane. Look at this. Look at this. No wonder DOT is like, what the fuck is going on? So here we are. You know, look, I understand, like, life is hard, all that. But I think it'll be fine if we make the city function better. I think it's gonna be just fine. So I'm up here at the park, almost one more block and a half. So we're almost at the path. Okay. So we're gonna use the leading pedestrian light again. All right. Oh, what happened up here? I see police. I see double parking. Again, you got the cabs there just camping out, right? You got police over here. What's going on? Okay, the Muslim, yeah, of course. But I think it'll be fine. I think it's gonna be just fine. So yeah. So you have everybody coming up to pray, all that, which is fine. We can deal with it. So you have highway entrance, you have all the cabs. So like half the cabs in the city. An insane number of cabs during this time when people are praying. But it's fine. It'll work. Like, people will work around the bike lane. So now I'm gonna go down this the path that's coming up here. All right, here we go. Here we are, going down the Hudson Path. Going down this connector to the Hudson Path, I should say. But it's fine. And here we are, safely at the Hudson Path. We'll just cross right now. And boom, how simple was that? So that's gonna be the way everyone goes from now on. And I think it's gonna work just fine. I think people like to exaggerate, but it's gonna be just fine. It's gonna work. I went during one of the literal busiest time for 72nd Street. So it'll be a mild inconvenience for some. It'll be a lifesaver for a lot, but everybody's going to be safe. And with the two-way protected bike lane on 72nd Street, and the people saying otherwise are lying. They're either trying to protect a parking space, or they're afraid of change, afraid of anything that's going to change the status quo. Like Democrats love to cosplay change and then they don't want to change anything. And it's like, well, if you want life to get better, you actually have to do it. You actually have to change stuff for the better. So that's what I would say to these people. And it's a lovely day outside. The trees are the leaves are coming in nicely. I'm super excited. Yeah, so make sure you call Gail Brewer and tell her that you support the protected bike lane on 72nd Street. Like, because, you know, a lot of times they're only hearing from their oldest constituents and the people who aren't working and aren't, you know, they lived a good life. And then they're like, oh, I don't want to change anything to help the people who are going to be providing me with services and care. So yeah. So it's always important, at the very least, call the city council people and make sure that they know that you support modern infrastructure, modern bike infrastructure. The gas prices are $4 and some change, the highest ever. And maybe even like it's going to be among the highest ever for gas in the history of America. And so, look, we have to create alternatives for people. You know, it doesn't mean everybody's got to do it, but if some people do it, it helps lower the demand, and you can use the energy for something else. Or it allows someone else a cheaper gas rate, and that's something too. So all these, like, it's like a million little things add up to really big things, and we have to understand that. Okay. So that's what's going on. And, you know, let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Let me know what you think about 72nd Street bike lane going from Central Park to the Hudson Path seamlessly. You saw how easy I did that? You saw how easy it was. It was glorious. It will be safe. It will be glorious. It will organize the street. And that is what is important. Now, something I want to note, DOT is going to need to harden the bike lane in this case, because no one's going to obey it. Go ahead. You got the light. No one's going to obey no one's going to comply with the law if they think they can get away with it. So, I mean, to be honest, that's just the way New York operates. And if we eventually want to change the behavior, I think we need to put the infrastructure in place to deal with it. Some people say, oh, it's about this thing or that thing, but actually it's about the infrastructure. Okay, yeah, I forgot. 40th Street, I gotta go. So, something the city needs to consider is better connections to Hudson Path. It's like this one at 40th Street. They need a better connection. And they should make it look prettier in this area. It's worth it to make it look pretty. It doesn't have to be ugly and barren looking. The entrance to Hudson Path should be grand and glorious and beautiful. And not janky and barren. All right. Okay. Oh, look, the DOT put the paint back on 38th Street for the bike lane and the parking. All these little nuggets that's wonderful. It just gets done. Stuff just gets done. They need to fix that. That is painful. Oh, they filled out the pothole over here though. That's good. They need to fix that too. They need a different, I don't know, they need a different type of manhole cover. All right. Sir. Here we are. I guess it rains so much that the paint is coming off the bike lane. I feel like they should use a different type of brick or a different type of stone or something for the bike lane to make it more permanent. Like if it rains, it's not gonna just come off. Oh my God, this is, yikes. I low-key kind of hate riding on this type of pavement, but it has to be done. Fortunately, I'm just crossing the street. Sorry. Okay, I guess someone doesn't want to obey the law. He's mad he got a parking ticket. So sorry. Well, next time, don't get a parking ticket. I mean, like, he's doing his job. Good, I'm glad. Start handing them out like candy. Thanks. Oh, come fucking on. Nice. Here we are. Here we are, back in the hood, back in the hood, back in the hood.